Good morning. I'm Nancy Olson, the chair of the Standing Committee, the governing body here at First Church Boston. We're glad you are here with us, either in person or online. I'd like to give a special welcome to any visitors with us today. If you're here in person, we invite you to join us for coffee hour immediately following the service. To learn more about First Church Boston or Unitarian Universalism, please contact one of our intern ministers, Ebonié Smith-Cooper or John Newhall, or me during coffee hour in the narthex immediately following the service. Or you can visit our website at firstchurchboston.org. If you're anything like me, you're getting bombarded with emails about the fact that after Black Friday and Cyber Monday, Tuesday, December 2nd, is Giving Tuesday. Any organization that has my email address has sent me a message about this. We did not send you a special email, but we did have in the e-news and in the order of service a link where you could support us. It is Giving Tuesday is a day to support what is important to you. So there is some information, as I said, in the e-news and the order of service. And we thank you for making First Church Boston one of the recipients of your Giving Tuesday generosity and stewardship. A brief overview of the next week or so at First Church Boston. There will be a variety of events happening. On Sunday afternoon, December 7th, there will be an organ concert here. On Wednesday, December 11th at 3, the book for the Read with the Rev session is a Frederick Douglass biography. And on that Saturday, December 13th at 5 p.m., there will be a pop-up event here, a holiday potluck and movie. More details on these and other events are in the e-news or your order of service. And Rosemary has a word or two about a GBIO event, and the mic seems to be working just great today.
Thank you, Nancy. Yes, next Sunday after church, another December 7th event, we will be having house meetings after the service, and everyone is invited to these. We'll either have an especially generous coffee hour or we'll have a more formal lunch. We're not sure yet, but there'll be plenty of food to keep us going so our brains can do their work and we can talk about the subject of the meetings, which is, one way of putting it is, what wakes you up in the middle of the night? GBIO is at the beginning of a new cycle of organizing, and the first step is to talk to the people who are the members of the 50-plus institutions that make up GBIO, the Greater Boston Interfaith Organization. And so we want to hear from as many of our congregants and friends about these types of concerns. As most of you know, issues that we've worked on in the past are housing, health care, and concerns about citizens returning from prison. But it can be anything that is waking you up at night. So we hope that you can join us after church next Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you again for being here. Let our service now begin.
Good morning. There's a little feedback. My name is Ebonié Smith-Cooper. I use the pronouns they, them. I am the ministerial intern here at First Church. Whether you're joining us in person or virtually for the first time, or you have joined us many times before, all are welcome in this experience of worship. Let us enter the time of worship with these words by Margaret Weiss. Come into this place with your whole self, the parts that are raw and exposed, the part that is beaming with joy, the part that is seeking the truth, the new, the possibility, come into this place. Open your heart, lay down your burden, lift up your hope for something new to happen. Come into this place with fellow travelers on the journey, some faces new and others familiar, and all are welcoming you here. Now, to this moment, come and let us worship together. As I light the chalice, please join me in repeating the congregational affirmation listed in the order of service. Love the Spirit, little hiccup here with the chalice, no problems. Now we'll take a moment to greet one another here in the sanctuary and offer a good morning wave to the folks joining us online. Please rise as you are willing and able in body or spirit and join our voices to sing hymn number 131, Love Will Guide Us.
Is this working? There we go. I'm John Newhall, the other intern minister here at First Church. Wondering is a central part of what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist. At the core of our faith tradition lies our commitment to a free and responsible search for truth and meaning. We come here to ask questions of ourselves, each other, and the mysteries of life. We come here to search and to wonder together in community. Sometimes the questions we ask have answers, and other times they go unanswered. This morning, we have an opportunity to wonder together about what's inside this wonder bag. Despite its decorations, this is not a sponsored segment. Do we have any wonderings about what might be inside the bag? You don't get, yes? Yes. Would you like to share? Okay, I like that. Yes, David. Gold, frankincense, and myrrh. I like that. Yeah, in the back. Comic books. Ooh, these are good wonderings. We have maybe one or two more? Leftovers and hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. I like that. The friends we made along the way. I like that. These are great wonderings. Does somebody want to come up here and help me figure out what's in there? Don't all jump at once. Yeah. Brilliant. Let me pull it out here. Oh, well. Grab it. Perfect. It's an evergreen wreath. Fantastic. Thank you, David. Thank you so much. All right. Yeah, it's an evergreen wreath. We see them more and more as people get ready to celebrate Christmas and the holidays around this time of year. But did you know wreaths like this one, there was no good way to prop it up so we could continue seeing it. Sorry. It's there. But wreaths like this are a lot older than the celebration of Christmas. A long, long time ago, even before Jesus was born, they were used in the northern celebration of Yule, or the winter solstice, which is a special winter holiday that marks the shortest day and the longest night of the year. We'll celebrate solstice here in just a few weeks. As the days get shorter and colder, it can get a bit scary. You might even wonder if it'll ever get warm again, or warm enough to grow food. Well, in celebrating Yule, people would bring branches of evergreen into their homes as a reminder of life's persistence, even in the cold season of winter. This would give them hope. At these Yule celebrations, they would also light lots of candles to bring warmth and brightness inside. A little like mini suns, since the days are shorter and colder in winter. Well, when the story of Jesus and Christianity reached the people who celebrated Yule, they combined the story of Jesus' birth with their evergreen wreaths and candles. As Christians, they celebrated Jesus' birth as a new beginning that brought hope. Each year, in the 4 weeks before Christmas, they began to light candles on a circle wreath to count down to Christmas. This became known as the Advent wreath. Advent simply means waiting. Now, the wheel is turning towards Christmas. Lighting each candle reminds us of something important. Starting today, we will light another candle each Sunday for 4 weeks as we remember together important gifts that help us, even in colder, darker days like winter. Today, the first candle is for hope, a reminder to have faith in new possibilities and new life. Even when things seem to be at their end, lighting a candle for hope calls us to believe that like the wheel of the year, things can turn and change. Or like the birth of baby Jesus, new beginnings can make a huge difference. Let us pray an Advent prayer from UU Minister Reverend Elizabeth Barish Brown. Blessed Creator who moves in the dark, teach us to hope. Help us to be ready to appreciate the spark of light that comes to illuminate our hearts and show the way towards love and peace. Help us to find breath to call out injustice, to speak words of love to those in need, to whisper in the wind that there is good in this world and enough to share. In the true belief that someday this world can become a beloved community that holds all of us in care, we light this candle of hope. Now we invite children to head off to their programming.
Our reading for this morning is Beneath the Hustle and Bustle by Angela Herrera. Beneath the hustle and bustle, beneath the stream of thoughts that clambers and chatters over the landscape of our interior world, beneath the habits of momentum and stirring, there is a stillness, deep and peaceful, the place where creation begins. Who lives there? We know her by many names: truth, love, God, wisdom. We turn our hearts toward her face, toward the mystery, and bring our prayers of awe, of longing, of hope, of exhaustion. She holds us in our grief and anger, in our disappointment, our loneliness, and our rebirth. From her viewpoint, she sees us, children of the stillness, children of love. She sees our place in the order of things, joined together in the larger story. And she invites us again and again into living, invites us into loving, unites us, invites us into being loved. May we be restored to wholeness and blessed with peace. May all those whom we encounter receive this blessing through our being in the world.
Please rise as you are willing and able to join in singing hymn number 90, From All the Fret and Fever of the Day.
As we enter now into our time of prayer and meditation, I invite you to find yourself rooted, fixed to the earth that grounds and moves through us, and breathe deeply with me, in and out. Our prayer this morning comes from Reverend Hope Johnson, a beloved Unitarian Universalist leader. We are one, a diverse group of proudly kindred spirits, here not by coincidence, but because we choose to journey together. We are active and proactive. We care deeply. We live our love as best we can. We are one, working, eating, laughing, playing, singing, storytelling, sharing and rejoicing, getting to know each other, taking risks, opening up, questioning, seeking, searching, trying to understand, struggling, making mistakes, paying attention, asking questions, listening, living our answers, learning to love our neighbors and learning to love ourselves, apologizing and forgiving with humility and being forgiven through grace, creating the beloved community together. We are one. Now I invite you to join me in a moment of stillness. Giving and receiving are sacred practices. Your presence online and on site is a gift. Your dedication and work in this community are gifts. And we will now take a moment to gather our morning offering to sustain the ongoing life of our community. Please give from the heart, knowing your contributions directly help our programs and community members.
From a very young age, I have received various forms of unsolicited negative comments. Stop being condescending. You are too quiet, almost sneaky. No, those toys are for boys. As your supervisor, I believe you are too aggressive and unapproachable. These words weren't just confusing and hurtful in the moment. These untruths layer themselves in my mind as neatly as freshly folded clothes placed in a dresser drawer, slowly building and placing one on top of the other as examples for my inner critic. As a part of the human experience, each of us is gifted with an inner voice. In some cases, the critical aspect of this inner voice takes up more room in ourselves than it needs to. Dr. Nelda Anderson, whose research focuses on untangling the inner critic, states that this inner voice operates within us unconsciously. As a result, we do not notice how negative and critical it may be, well, not until it is louder than anything else. The work of unraveling and redirecting your inner critic is a balancing act. It requires each of us to stop, reflect, and teach ourselves to be more self-compassionate. Yes, I know, it's easier said than done. Our spiritual selves take no issue or reluctance when helping or offering words of encouragement to another. We are highly capable of such compassionate acts toward others, just as a parent soothes a crying baby or a child offering a hug to a beloved pet when they sense it is sad. The human capacity to engage in compassionate care is endless. In my own spiritual growth, I have had to learn the importance and power of self-compassion. When there is suffering or pain in life due to a failed expectation of ourselves, or not achieving the kind of success that we had hoped for, the ability to acknowledge it, reflect on it, and soothe ourselves is a part of staying spiritually grounded. In her research on self-compassion, Dr. Kristen Neff highlights 3 core positive elements, each of which has a negative opposite. These pair emphasize the internal forces that support us or work against us when we are under stress. When you are engaged in self-judgment, the counteraction to that is self-kindness. This is your inner support. It may take the self-judgment of feeling stupid and offer a positive emotion. Self-kindness says, you are loved, and feeling doubtful of our abilities is part of being an imperfect human. There are also times in which we mess up and get hit hard with shame and embarrassment. This leads us to isolation. Dr. Neff describes the positive counteraction of isolation as common humanity. Telling an unsavory joke or failing to read the room and offer an insensitive comment during a group discussion are human errors. When errors occur, we must get back to our center. To do so, there must be recognition that I am, that you are, not the only person in the world who has ever had an embarrassing social experience. This is not to minimize the impact, only to put the action into perspective. This reframing also provides space to make amends if you have harmed another. I have been guilty a time or two of the negative element described as over-identification. This is when your inner critic begins to overthink about a situation. You are dragging yourself. You are caught up in your feelings. But your inner support is there. trying to convince you to be more mindful, to see the situation and accept the indiscretion, but also honor your humanity and that you are deserving of grace. Now, at this moment, we are going to take a pause. I would like us to take a collective self-compassion break. During this break, we will engage in a moment of internal reflection, one that will ask you to slightly raise the veil and be vulnerable. I will walk you through the exercise, and if at any moment you need to take care of yourself, please do so. So let us begin. I invite you to take a moment to recall a time in which you may have been hard on yourself. Now, take that memory and, as a friend to yourself, extend compassion and grace. If it helps, imagine this extension of compassion and grace is coming from a dear friend in your life. I will now offer several statements of affirmation. You may adopt them as part of your self-compassion journey. I am not required to show up perfectly. I am doing my best, and this is where I am at. It's okay, mistakes happen. Asking for help and receiving support is courageous. And now for this last part, this last phrase, I would like for you to turn to your neighbor on your left or your right and repeat each line after me. I know this is weird. Let's just look at each other. It's okay. I promise. Grace is an endless stream of renewal. Is an endless stream of renewal. May you pause long enough for its gift to reach you. Very good. In the quiet moments of self-compassion, I am reminded of the words from this morning's reading. There is a stillness, deep and peaceful, the place where creation begins. Who lives there? Also, the practice of self-compassion offers a soul connection to yourself and freely allows you to see what is sacred in another. There is also a pathway to increasing our resilience when we practice being kind to ourselves. Self-kindness makes our spirit feel warmed by its patience. Common humanity reminds our hearts that we are human and imperfection is a gift. While mindfulness merges our spirit and heart and brings an awareness that comforts us without tearing us down. This work of self-compassion and quieting the inner critic urges us to learn the difference between protection, which is described as the helpful internal thoughts, and prevention, which is described as the discouraging internal thoughts. In my exploration of the work of Brené Brown, I began to recognize that quality of protection is understanding that life can be nuanced, will be thorny and complex. While the traits of prevention, on the other hand, is binary, there is no gray area. It leaves no space for the complexities of life. For example, protection encourages joy and celebration for everyone in life, even the small ones, as opposed to prevention, which does not give recognition of success or offer praise until the final goal is achieved. But as people, we will try, we will fail, we succeed. But when we experience the complexities of life, it is the spirit of self-compassion that moves us forward. It is self-compassion that offers protection, that inner support to ease the stress of life's burdens. Taking the courage to mend and strengthen your inner teacher can begin piece by piece. The metal armor you carry does not get to journey with us. And section by section, we begin to reshape it with the intention of reconstructing and redefining what it means to give our inner teacher more authority. When you connect with your spirit and recognize you are deserving of self-compassion, fear can shift into hope, self-doubt can transform into self-assurance, and uncertainty can evolve into curiosity of the mind, body, and spirit. Grace is an endless stream of renewal. May we pause long enough to feel its gift. Spirit of life, thank you for the gift of self-compassion. Give us the courage to give into the spaciousness of warmth, love, and tenderness that our spirits can receive when we are intentionally practicing self-compassion. May we be tender with ourselves in the days to come. May it be so. Ashe and amen. Please rise as you are willing and able, in body and spirit, and join our voices to sing hymn number 118, This Little Light of Mine, one of my personal faves.
Mine.
Now we come to the part of worship where we will extinguish the chalice. Please join me in repeating our chalice extinguish affirmation. I don't know. We extinguish this flame for the community, fire, environment.
These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
All right, we're going to do something else that's fun. If you feel so moved, take the hand of another beside you as I offer these words of benediction. Come on, you know you want to. Before we part ways, I want to leave you with these good words written by Carrie Hawley Hurt. Love holds you. Love bears witness to all your inherent dignity and worthiness. It witnesses how you try, succeed, and fail, and it does not flinch. Love will not let go. Love holds all of you. Blessed be, amen.